The last time I talked about this show, I went with the Beast Boy focused episode, and part of the reason I chose that one is because he's my favorite Titan. I think he has one of the coolest powers of any superhero. There was a specific clip I wanted to use from another Beast Boy episode, and to tell you the truth, I got so invested that I just said, you know what, I'm reviewing this one next. So that's what I have for you today. Season 3, Episode 9, The Beast Within. It begins with the Titans fighting some douchebag named Adonis. He's rocking some kind of fake Hulkbuster suit, which seemingly makes him impervious to everything they throw at him. And I mean that literally.
Let me go! You're feisty.
What?
Show me what you got! Show me what you got! Well, okay then.
Then he starts popping his pecs?
They will not stop until you feed them.
That's his whole gimmick pretty much. He's an evil gym freak with a mech suit, who also likes being creepy to girls. Adonis' taunting really gets to Beast Boy, who subsequently flies into a rage. He and Adonis crash into a chemical tank, but Beast Boy manages to put him down with his bear form.
Who's the tough guy now?
Have any good freakouts lately?
I just got sick of being pushed around.
There's something noticeably different about Beast Boy the next morning. Not only does he steal Robin's breakfast like an a-hole, but remember, he's a vegetarian.
Not anymore, dude. Ever since I stood up to that loser Adonis, I feel like a new man. It's almost noon. You should get some breakfast.
From here, he just lets the whole squad have it. He hogs the TV and won't let Starfire watch her show.
Now be a good girl and get me another root beer.
This is how he reacts to Cyborg beating him in a video game.
No fair, you can't do that.
I can, I did, and baby, that's why I'm gonna win.
Restart the game now!
And he straight up hits Raven with a shoulder check for no reason.
What a dick!
Is this the part where I'm supposed to be intimidated?
No, this is.
Before anyone gets hurt, the other Titans step in to defuse the situation. Beast Boy proclaims this is who he is now, and Robin tells him to take his attitude somewhere else. In all honesty, Raven and Beast Boy would be a cool fight just because of their abilities alone, but I won't get all mega nerd and start breaking down power scales or whatever. Nothing wrong with that though.
Always making fun of me, and when I stand up for myself, everybody's on her side. She's the jerk.
He's kinda got a point here. I mean, he obviously was in the wrong back there, but since their personalities are complete opposites, these two clash pretty commonly. Beast Boy clearly isn't himself right now, and he's the jerk in this situation. But Raven's also pretty jerkish to him at times, that's all I'm saying.
Don't get used to this smile, because you're still not funny.
Two things can be true at once.
Later on.
Raven hears some strange noises coming from Beast Boy's room, so she heads over to check on him, only to find out he's transformed into some kind of werewolf creature.
I don't really know.
Raven screams and the rest of the squad rushes over. Beast Boy completely destroyed his room and took off with Raven, so now the other Titans have to look for him. Robin finds a ripped piece of Raven's cloak, which gives an indicator for where to go, but is obviously not a good sign. Cyborg is able to track Raven's signal down to the sewer, but his software isn't picking up Beast Boys at all. They split up and search the area, eventually managing to locate their friends.
Raven!
So yeah, apparently the lab chemical wasn't just a green symbiote, but a full-on mutation agent. If only the Titans had some turtles. Anyway, this form kinda reminds me of Wrath from Ben 10. What do you mean you don't see it? Beast Boy has the upper hand right away. He starts beating the fundamentals of caring out of the Titans. It isn't until they combine their powers that they're able to put him down. He reverts back to himself with apparently no recollection of the night's events. They all head back to the tower and we get a genuinely tense scene.
She's healing herself.
I did that to her?
She was in your teeth.
That's a lie!
I'm going to ask you to keep your voice down.
Cyborg conducts a genetic analysis on Beast Boy and finds traces of non-human DNA. Finally, Robin suggests it may have been the chemicals. That should have been obvious from Jump Street. I know they're superheroes and they've survived crazier stuff, but it's downright dumb how nobody says, "Hey, Beast Boy? We don't know what these chemicals are, so why don't we head to the infirmary to check you out?" In fact, not one of them seemed to even consider the chemicals were behind his attitude change. They were all just willing to accept that their friend was acting like a jerk for literally no reason. It seems like plot convenience, but it really isn't necessary in this case. In any event, Robin tries to get to the bottom of things.
I went to my room, I was angry, and then nothing. Claws, a scream.
Claws and a scream isn't nothing. If you can't tell me what happened, I have to assume the worst. I have to put you in jail. You need to remember.
I can't!
The stressful circumstances appear to trigger Beast Boy's transformation again, and just like last time, he makes a beeline for Raven. The other Titans step in and he literally swats them away like flies. You gotta imagine they're trying to stop him, but not necessarily coming with everything they have. This is some scary-ish. I mean, it's your friend, and you obviously don't want to end him, but look at him, he's a monster right now.
Leave her alone!
Eventually, Beast Boy just storms off out of nowhere. Robin tells Starfire to stay behind in case Beast Boy comes back, while he and Cyborg chase after him.
I know you're in there, B. Don't make me do it.
Beast Boy runs off again and Robin hits him with some kind of light projectiles. Maybe they're magic implants. Raven finally wakes up and reveals a twist. Turns out Beast Boy isn't the one who attacked her. He actually came to her rescue and took her to safety. The whole time he was mistaking his teammates as threats, he was only trying to guard Raven.
That can only mean one thing.
Adonis is the true culprit. Robin and Cyborg have Beast Boy cornered, but before they can jump him, Adonis rings out the shadows and attacks. We can now safely conclude that the chemical bath they took was just werewolf juice, which is probably the title of someone's Twilight fanfic. It's kind of a funny design choice how the transformation gave them this luscious long hair. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong, I need to get mine like that, but it's just kinda random. Adonis beats the absolute crap out of Beast Boy, but you know he's not staying down for long. He gets a second win and lays a whooping to that boy. He even hits him with the freaking Kid Buu Mystic Ball attack. And with that, it appears the nightmare is over. Later on at the tower, Raven tells Beast Boy what happened. After losing the first fight, Adonis was like,
I need some get back.
So he broke into the tower for round 2 against Beast Boy, and Raven was collateral damage. She wasn't even his actual target. I just have one question. How did this even happen? I was under the impression that the Titans would, alert the cops after a fight to pick up the bad guys, or drop them off at the police station. Superheroes did that back in the day. I guess it's possible Adonis was arrested and simply escaped, but it's pretty funny to imagine the Titans just beating up villains and leaving them there.
Cyborg says the chemicals at the lab mess with my DNA.
And he gave you an antidote. Having that thing inside doesn't make you an animal. Knowing when to let it out is what makes you a man.
Maybe you should call me Beast Man from now on.
We're having a moment here. Don't ruin it.
I like this episode, that was pretty crazy. The twist genuinely caught me off guard. If you pieced it together early, good for you.
Take a cookie.
But let's jump back to the infirmary scene real quick. At that point in the episode, it looked pretty bad. Beast Boy doesn't have any psychic abilities or poison gas or anything to induce a deep sleep like this, so I could only assume that he beat her into a coma. Think about this from the Titans' perspective. Raven doesn't have any external wounds, so it looks like he must have knocked her in the head or slammed her into something with so much force that it just conked her out, which is a horrifying image. But you know what? I honestly wouldn't have been mad if they went that route.
Huh?
A storyline like that wouldn't have been out of place in the comics, and arguably worse themes have been showcased. Heck, even the Cartoon Network version was known to explore mature themes. So let's just dive into this idea for a minute. Let's say Beast Boy was the one who attacked Raven, and while Robin was interrogating him, they got an alert. Adonis is running around, scaring little kids, destroying property, trying to eat people. Similar to before, Robin tells Starfire to stay behind while he and Cyborg head out to stop Adonis. Beast Boy tries to convince Starfire that they should all fight together due to the power level of that transformation, as well as viewing it as sort of a step towards redeeming himself. She eventually relents and they follow behind. Beast Boy hulks out on Adonis and rips him to shreds. As an arc, I think that would open up plenty of interesting elements. Identity crisis, remorse, imposter syndrome, regaining a friend's trust, and I'm telling you, this would not be out of place at all in the comics. But for this show, the story they told is fine the way it is. Not to mention, network oversight surely played a part in it. With all that said, this was still absolutely one of the more intense episodes, and I love how the writer was able to take it to some rather dark and uncomfortable places. One bit of trivia about it is the homages to old werewolf films, the dramatic transformation, the howling at the moon, the running off into the night. It's all classic stuff. Anyway, that's the episode. Show's amazing, give it a peek if you haven't. I'm out.